marching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Let's go.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Troy Anderson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game, to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. It was the Falcons getting the road victory in that one, so they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Atlanta. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Back to throw here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
In motion right is Ridley. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing, Young. He's got Mingo. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
First down, Panthers.
Here we go.
To the air once more, Young. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Pop a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. On 2nd down, Young. Swinging this out for Pollard. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to set up a 10-9. You talk about this Falcon defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
This group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender, because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. Now here's Young. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, It's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense.
Young is intercepted for the third time this game. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Yeah, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down.
The defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 9. (14-0) the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They work now on 2nd and 9. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Now he's free to midfield. Now he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 29-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, how to plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
They'll look to throw here on first down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
Here we go, set. Hurry, hurry.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big pickup of 38. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Pollard. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Pollard one more time. And he gets him a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Pollard is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
And they can thank their defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their first touchdown of the game.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. He'll buy some time right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Somehow I feel he's going to hear the same thing when he gets to the sidelines after this series. So close to the first down marker. Just tuck it and run for the first down. No sense trying to throw it downfield, and that one falls incomplete.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Back to throw again. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 37 yards.
With that down and distance, no real surprise they decided to throw the ball. But I think where the surprise kicked in, the result. Short pass downfield. That ball got taken for a nice journey to turn into a big play.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. They'll set up to throw. Incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On the counter, this is Robinson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Baby. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. In motion goes the tight end. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. That's out wide here for Robinson. Touchdown! Bijan Robinson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive. You're less into double-digit snaps. You need to score here, not just to follow the momentum from your left foot, but put the onus back on your opponent, and that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Into space at the 45, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
The play fake, now Young. Being chased out left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On second down, it's Pollard. Yeah, maybe a little over-pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. A first down throw for Young. That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And now off to the races down the right side. Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Crew able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Jackson now to return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Carolina. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by A.J. Terrell.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
They weren't feared. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Robinson up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Call it a loss of 14 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 1st down, Young. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Young here, you can see changing the play. Young now looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. The play fake, Young. And that is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion was way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here's Young. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 31.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They're going to look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
They'll run with Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Robinson with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Coup for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Handoff now to Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. 2nd down, Pollard again. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And able to use his blockers to get this up over to 40. And quickly they get to the line. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
And that's another play that's painting the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Anthony Barr. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll run again here with Robinson. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. So now out is the Panther offense as he'll come in and go for the 2-point try. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game. So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I'll guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
In it to win it.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. 119 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now he's loose again. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Dcot Robinson, 71 yards. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Coup now for the point after. And the lead now at 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On the draw, it's Pollard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
2 yards on the pickup.
Young.
2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Pat Surtain. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 31 yards there and a 1st down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Now it looks like he'll throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on